Test, test, 1, 2. Hopefully you guys can hear me out there. We're going to do a couple little audio tests before we get going.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Sid Lamber Field, home of your Nooksack Valley Pioneers. Tonight, the Pioneers welcome to visiting Mountain View Thunder. We remind you folks that interscholastic events are an extension of the classroom and that lessons are best learned when the proper respect is accorded to by all. Please let your good sportsmanship show during the game. And now let's meet our starting lineups. Starting with the Mountain View Thunder, as announced by head coach Adam Matheson.
Don't worry, people. I'll be talking plenty as soon as this guy over the loudspeaker shuts up.
A 6'1" senior, number 5, Jacob Martin. At running back, a 6-foot senior, number 6, Caden Bowles. At running back, a 6-foot junior, number 7, J.J. Thompson. At quarterback, a 6'2" senior, number 10, Mitch Johnson. At tight end, a 6'2" junior, number 11, Aiden Nicholson. At running back, a 5'9" junior, number 22, Porter Drake. On the defensive line, a 6'2" senior, number 50, Trevor Mann. Offensive lineman, a 6'3" senior, number 64, Adam Yukon. On the defensive line, the offensive line, a 6'2" sophomore, number 69, Juan Macias Stanton. Offensive lineman, a 6'6" senior, number 72, Caden Miller. And offensive lineman, a 6'4" senior, number 75, David Coucher. And now your starting offense for the Nooksack Valley Pioneers, as announced by head coach Craig Bartle. At wide receiver, a 5'7" junior, number 1, Jackson Bennett. Wide receiver, a 6' junior, number 2, Casey Newton. Wide receiver, a 6' sophomore, number 3, Corey Olney. A wide receiver, 6'1" senior, number 4, Ryan Hughes. At running back, a 6'2" sophomore, number 9, Colton Lentz. Your quarterback, a 6'3" junior, number 12, Joey Brown. On the offensive line, a 6'3" junior, number 51, Keegan Coppinger Carter. An offensive lineman, 6'3" junior, number 52, John Stremler. On the offensive line, a 6'3" junior, number 56, Dalton Hickey. Offensive lineman, a 6'4" sophomore, number 64, Brady Ackerman. And offensive lineman, a 6'1" junior, number 71, Duke Aliapiapi.
All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Friday Night Lights up here in Whatcom County. We are on the rebranded Nooksack Valley Sports Network, formerly known as the Whatcom County Sports Network. Thank you so much for tuning in to another season of Whatcom County Northwest Conference football. Tonight in the first game of the season, the Nooksack Valley Pioneers are going to host the Mountain View Thunder all the way from the south end of the state down by Vancouver, Washington. A 3A powerhouse that is currently ranked number 9 in the preseason polls, which you guys are not seeing as an incredibly special moment going on down in the field. How this game came about is Coach Bartle of Nooksack and Coach Matheson of Mountain View cut their teeth and learned how to coach from one of the greatest coaches in the history of Washington State, Mr. Vic Randall. If you don't know anything about Whatcom County sports, and if you do know anything about Whatcom County sports, Vic Randall is what we like to call an absolute legend. He was the pioneer of smash mouth wing tee football. He was the coach at Ferndale for over 20 years, has since been retired, but both Coach Bartle and Coach Matheson have an utmost respect, and this is the first time, and I think Coach Bartle said almost 23 years that they have been on the same field together at the same time. So a really, really special moment going on pregame with a guy who helped two very established coaches get their coaching career started. For those of you in Mountain View, welcome to our little neck of the woods up here. We are about a stone's throw away from Canada. If I spit in the wrong direction or if I say something bad about their prime minister, I could probably get arrested and deported. That's how close we are. And I'm going to fill you guys in on some history as we go. If you're a Nooksack Valley fan, thank you so much for returning. And the sarcastic smartass is back for another round of high school football. Don't worry, I already got zingers lined up, so there's plenty of one-liners that are going to be coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to direct your attention to the south end zone as we welcome Hall of Fame football legend Vic Randall. Vic is most known for his successes as the Ferndale High School football coach, but recently had been a fixture in the Nooksack Valley community, watching his grandchildren play athletics for the Pioneers. Vic certainly had successes on the field, but more importantly, he has impacted the lives of so many of his players and coaches, including Mountain View's head coach Adam Matheson and Nooksack's head coach Craig Bartle. Vic has been a mentor to Adam and Craig and instrumental in their lives both personally and professionally. For the first time in almost 20 years, all three have had an opportunity to be on the field again under the Friday Night Lights of Whatcom County. Ladies and gentlemen, Vic Randall.
There we go. So tonight's starting lineups brought to you by, actually this whole thing is sponsored by the Nooksack Valley Booster Club. They were kind enough to hire me to come back again for another season to bring you exclusive Nooksack Valley football. So we're going to be traveling all over the state with you guys, bringing you some high quality football from the men dressed in purple. And what we're going to do is we're going to do something special this year. We're going to do a fundraising campaign for the Booster Club. Periodically throughout the broadcast, I'm going to drop up a Venmo. All you got to do is open the camera on your phone, and it should open up a Venmo. Our goal here at the Nooksack Valley Sports Network is to try to raise $2,000 for the Nooksack Valley Booster Club to help them reimburse the cost because they had to pay me, so let's pay them back. So $2,000 is the goal. Let's see if we can, I think, what do we got to average, Dad? I think we got to average $250 a game. The bidding starts at $5. So if you guys would like to donate to the Nooksack Valley Booster Club, you can go ahead and Venmo it to Whatcom County Sports, and I'm going to give 100% of all donations in the name of Nooksack Valley football back to the Booster Club. Starting for the Mountain View Thunder, we got number 3, Kyle Chen. He's a wide receiver. Number 5, Jacob Martin, a wide receiver. Number 6, Keaton Bolds, a running back. Number 7, J.J. Thompson, a running back. The starting quarterback tonight is going to be number 10, the senior Mitch Johnson. At tight end, number 11, Aiden Nicholson. Also at running back, number 22, Porter Drake. And then for the big hogs, oh my gosh, there is some beef up here. The cattle farmers in this county might not let your boys leave. Starting with number 64, Adam Yukon, 6'3", 285. He's a small tyke. Number 69, Juan Pasillas Stanton, 6'2", 285. He likes tri-tip. Number 72, Caden Miller, 6'6", 250. Gosh, what are you guys putting in the water down there in Mountain View? And number 75, David Tauscher, 6'4", 290. There's some hunk of burning love on that offensive line for Mountain View. Starting on offense for the Nooksack Valley Pioneers, which I will talk about here in a minute.
Sadly passed away on July 9th. Joe was a local small business owner, an avid golfer, enjoyed riding his Harley, and was a true Seahawks fan. But mostly, Joe had a passion for the game of football. He loved wearing the stripes and being on the field on Friday nights. Joe will be missed. Thank you. Now please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
Okay, we're going to go over the starting lineups for Nooksack here as soon as we pay homage to this great country of ours. All right, there we go. The national anthem, everybody. Your starting offensive lineup for the Nooksack Valley Pioneers. Number 1, Jackson Bennett. Number 2, Casey Newton. Number 3, Corey Olney. Number 4, Ryan Hughes. Number 9, Colton Lentz. Back under center. Number 12, Joey Joseph Brown. On the line, number 51, Kean Coppinger. Number 52, John Stremler. Number 56, Dalton Hickey. Number 64, Brady Ackerman. And number 71, Duke Halaapiapi. Notice I didn't say any seniors because we got one senior that's starting for the Purple tonight. That's Mr. Ryan Hughes. I believe there's only 4 seniors on the roster for you Mountain View folk. Last season, Nooksack started 87.6% underclassmen, and out of that 87.6%, 76.8% of those were freshmen or sophomores. So this team is young, this team is hungry, but they have yet to be tested, and boy, did they have a test tonight in 3A powerhouse Mountain View. There are D1 prospects littered all over the field, dressed in the white and blue for the visiting herd. The herd set to receive the opening kickoff. Their backs is to Canada because we love to give our backside to the Canucks up here. The Purple is going to be kicking off, going north, so north to south here for Nooksack Valley. The kicker is number 8, Jorgen Vigre. He's a sophomore or a junior soccer player that they recruited to come out. Lots of new names out here for the Nooksack Valley Pioneers, but a lot of old ones as well. I hope you guys are ready for one hell of a game because we are going to broadcast one hell of a game tonight, and we are off. Short kick. It's going to drop down at about the 30. Bobble just a little bit. Oh, and there's a space out there. That's going to be number 11. That's going to be Aiden Nicholson, the starting tight end, who takes it all the way up to the Nooksack Valley 43. Short kick there by Jorgen, and not very good coverage by the Pioneers to start the opening season. From what I understand of the Mountain View offense, they're going to run what they like to call a spread wing T. They're going to run a lot of sweep. They're going to run a lot of belly. That's according to the cheat sheet known as huddle. So here we go. Under center. Well, technically he's in shotgun. That's going to be number 10, Mitch Johnson. Down below here, that's going to be number 5, Jacob Martin. They're going to run a fake. They're going to run a pass out. Big, nice block. Ooh, and he gets smashed down by John Stremler and Duke Halapiapi, but not after a gain of 8 yards. One thing I need you guys to bear with me on here is we are running on battery power of the cords because somehow I lost the power cord. So if the screen goes black, that means we're changing batteries. Mountain View's going to run quick. Quarterback drops back. He's got a guy down the seam. Guy in the middle, that's going to be number 3, Kyle Chen, brought down by Corey Olney and Ryan Hughes, but that's good for a first down. Mountain View moving quick, already down on the 20 of the Pioneers. Pioneers look a little shocked right now. Mountain View already up to the line, ready to go. Nooksack kind of taking their time. Looks like they're going to run sweep. That's going to be Porter Drake, who goes nowhere. Big John Stremler, one of the best defensive end in Whatcom County. He's only a junior, folks. He's only getting better. He put on about 15 pounds over the offseason. It's going to bring up second down and probably about 6 or 7. Looks like they got the ball marked down on the 17-yard line. Pass, little swing pass. Nice job by Ryan Hughes to take down the speedy Kyle Chen. It's only going to be good for about a yard. Maybe a yard and a half. That's going to be third down.
Gain of 1 of the play, 3rd and 6.
They're calling it 3rd and 6 now for Mountain View as they fake the run and down the seam, and that's an early touchdown. Aiden Nicholson, the tight end, and just like that, Mountain View is up 6-0. Well, that didn't take long. Took a total of 1 minute and 33 seconds. Interesting formation. Looks like Mountain View's going to fake it, and they do. They hand it off, but it goes nowhere. Nice job by number 45 of the Pioneers. That's going to be Damian Perez. So at 10-17 left in, or 10-17 in the first quarter, Mountain View jumps out to a quick 6-0 lead. Hopefully I got the scoreboard working. Never know these days. Ha! It works. Kind of. So back to kick off for Mountain View. It's going to be number 22. Looks like Porter Drake, and there's a whole bunch of other people that are out there that I'm going to probably not get a chance to talk about. Back to receive. We got Evan Bravo, number 6, and number 1, Jackson Bennett, 2 speedy little guys up in front of them. Looks like John Stremler and Colton Lentz in the line in front of them. We got Wayne Silvis and Corey Olney, or no, that's Ryan Hughes. Up front, we got Colby Martin, Damian Perez, Adley Whitworth. Not sure who's up on that other side. That's Dalton Hickey. That ball is out of bounds, so that's automatically taken to the 35-yard line, where the Pioneers are coming out onto the field, led by up-and-coming quarterback Joey Brown. He had a breakout season last year. Joey, 6'3", quarterback, only a junior. Got a couple starts as a freshman during the COVID season when a Coppinger was injured early on in the season. So Joey stepped in as a freshman, and boy, was his christening a harsh one. He had to play the Mount Baker Mountaineers in the first game of his high school career. And up here, Mount Baker is kind of the cream of the crop in terms of powerhouse football. So to be able to start your career against Mount Baker was a tough one. But here we go, spread, Ryan Hughes, Jackson Bennett down below. They're going to hand the ball off straight up the middle. Nice run by Corey Olney. It's good for about 6 or 7. Nooksack Valley is going to run kind of a spread offense. They're going to go 4 wides, 3 wides, 2 on one side. 3 on one side, 1 back, no back, or like they did there, they're going to run 2 backs at the same time. Brings up 2nd down and 4 as Joey Brown comes over to the sidelines to get the play from Coach Bartle. Breaks the huddle only to Joey's left. Colton Lentz, only a sophomore. To his right, Bennett and Hughes split out. They're going to give the ball to Only again. He gets the turn outside. He gets pushed out of bounds by number 2, Akili Kamau, and also number 22, that's Porter Drake out there. I have a feeling I'm going to be calling those guys' names quite a bit. Some big hoggy hogs up front for Mountain View. Looks like number 56, Hector Hernandez. Trying to see who the other defensive tackle is. It might be Joey Burcham. Number 62, that's Will Woon as a defensive end. 3rd and 2, they're going to hand off again to Corey Only, straight up the middle, and that's going to be good for a first down for the Pioneers. And Duke is being Duke Holla-Api-Api. He went to breakfast and got a pancake. First down, moving the chains, 3 consecutive runs for Mr. Olney straight up the middle. That offensive line of Ackerman, Holla-Api-Api, Kean Carter, Dalton Hickey, and John Stremler. Nooksack yet to attempt to pass. Now they're going to go back to more of a spread offense. That's Casey Newton spread up above on the far side of the field with Bennett and Hughes down below. Still going 2 running backs. Brown's going to attempt his first pass, a screen pass to Colton Lentz, which is good for about 5 or 6, which moves the ball into Mountain View territory. This Nooksack Valley offense is looking like a well-oiled machine already. 8:51, the clock stops as the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Purple Pioneers. There are 3 little communities up here that feed into Nooksack Valley. We got a little town called Sumas, which got devastated in the floods of the COVID years. Everson, in the city of Nooksack. We call it the Hillbilly Threesome. There's Colton Lentz's first run off to the left-hand side. That's going to be good for a first down as he takes it up to the 39-yard line. Colton, only a sophomore, was going to try to do what only his dad has done. And his dad, his first carry as his sophomore year, took his first run 80 yards for a touchdown. So the old man still has one up on the young buck. But Colton is a downhill runner. He's not going to try and run around you. He's going to try and run over you. Colton is a guy that loves contact, and the weight room has been beneficial to him over the past year or so, as with all of these Pioneers, as Nooksack has a very well-run weight room here at the high school. First down from the 39, 8 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Brown, Lentz, side by side. They're going to run it right up the gut, and Colton's got a huge hole, and he takes it all the way up to the 26-yard line. That's almost good for a first down. 26-yard line. That is a first down. He needed 1 block. He got a good block on the outside from Jackson Bennett. Just needed 1 more guy, and Colton was off to the races. They marked the ball at the 27 as Nooksack is taking the ball down the field. Coach Bartle's offense, run by offensive coordinator T.J. Ackerman, father to starting tackle Brady Ackerman, who also played at Eastern Washington University. That's T.J., not Brady. The Ackermans are a mainstay here. Jim and Lorna are, I guess, in attendance tonight, even though they do like to hear me talk. Nope, there they are. Brown all by himself, 5 wide receivers. They're going to run Jackson Bennett in motion. I bet you they're going to run sweep. Joey Brown gets keeped, and he doesn't really go anywhere. He gets tackled by number 11, Aiden Nicholson. Nice job by the big defensive end on Duke Holla-Api-Api. Only good for about 2 yards for Joey in his first run of the season. Side note, Joey Brown finished in the top 10 on a 1A state track and field 100-meter dash this spring at Eastern Washington University. Joey's probably the fastest player on the team. There was a game, we did a game last year, the final game of the season at Blaine Border Rights, and Brown took one off the left-hand side and went over 70 yards for a touchdown, and he beat one of the fastest guys in the county, and who at the time was one of the best athletes in the county, Jackson Courtlever, who's playing football at College of Idaho right now. But they're going to hand off to Corey Only. Oh, there's a hole, and he cuts it back, but it gets shut down real quick by number 22, Porter Drake. What a savage. I like him already. It's good for a couple. Looks like they marked the ball down at the 23. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Pioneers need to get to about the 19, it looks like, to get a first down. Ball's actually technically marked on the 17, not the 16. Under 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter here at Sid Lambert Field on the campus of the Nooksack Valley High School. Lentz off to Brown's left side. 3 wide receivers down short. They're going to spread it out. Joey, he's going to make one guy miss, but he's not going to make a bunch of guy misses. And nice job by the defensive end out there. That's going to be number 30, Mackay Parker. Good job of not letting Brown get outside, but that's going to bring up a 4th down for the Pioneers. So what is Coach Bartle going to do? Tried to get Brown out in some space. Maybe looked like they were going to run a little swing pass, but awesome job by the Mountain View defense. Looks like Coach Bartle's going to go for it on 4th down in an early big season play right here for the Nooksack Valley offense. Game time temperature is in the low 70s. We judge our temperature and humidity up here by the amount of sweat that rolls down your back into parts unknown. Huge play. 2 wide receivers out on each side. Tried to get Mountain View to jump. Nice job by the defense. Not budge. And Coach Bartle's going to take an early timeout with 4:49 left, trailing 6-0 early. Timeout for the Pioneers. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Make sure, if we don't lose a battery, make sure you turn in for halftime, because there's a real special ceremony that's going to be going on, celebrating and handing out the state championship rings for the Nooksack Valley girls softball team, who won their first softball state title in the history of the high school and in the history of Whatcom County, actually. You would think that with all the big-time softball powerhouses up here, Nooksack, Mount Baker, Linden Christian, somebody would have won a state title, but nope. The Pioneers were led by All-State, All-American, All-World pitcher, Miss Jordan Relaford. Mountain View people, I just need you to sit down for a listen on this. She had 274 strikeouts, an ERA that was so minuscule it was ridiculous, and I'll continue as soon as Joey Brown takes his pass on a big 4th down, and it's going to fall incomplete. He had Ryan Hughes wide open and missed him. Jordan ended up, back to Jordan Relaford and the girls softball team, she ended up finishing with a sub-1 ERA, led the state in innings pitched, strikeouts, and deadlift for a starting pitcher in Washington State. She did have a good strength coach. He's also the same one calling this game, by the way. ChrisBartle.com for all your strength training needs, in person and remote. All right, Mountain View offense is back on the field. Under center, they're going to hand off to number 6. That's Caden Bowles up the gut for, looks like about 5. This big offensive line has given this defensive line for the Pioneers some fits already. Number 57, Adley Whitworth, into the game for the Pioneers at linebacker. He's a transfer. Oh, they're going to bring him down on the defensive line. Oh, that's interesting. But he's a transfer from Mount Baker. Getting some pressure up the middle. They're going to force the quarterback, and that's an interception! Jackson Bennett with his first INT of the season. And Mitch Johnson with his first INT of the season. And huge play from Jackson Bennett, the sophomore, to turn the tide. Pressure up the gut from Adley Whitworth and Duke Halapiupi. They got the ball marked down at the 38-yard line of Mountain View with 4:18 left in the first quarter. Big play, big turnover already for the Pioneer defense, as that monster offensive line with Mountain View is starting to lean down a little bit. Sky Wittern in the backfield with Corey Olney next to Joey Brown, and they're going to hand off to Corey Olney, and he's going to sneak his way up the middle, good for about 5 yards. Takes it down to about the 38-yard line of Mountain View. Looks like Nooksack is trying to establish the runs a little bit early on in the season as we are in the first game, so I would say this is extremely early. Linebacking core is going to be number 54, Aiden Denbo. I'm 44 years old, people. My eyes aren't as good as they used to be. We got number 62, Will Woon out there. I called his name. I've called number 30, Mackay Parker. We got Nicholson at the defensive end. Brown with Sky Witter next to him. Sky's going to run out. They're going to throw a little screen pass to Sky. He's going to try to get outside. He lowers his shoulder, bowls over number 2, Akili Kamau. That's going to be really close for a first down. Are they going to give it? Are they going to give it? Let's see what kind of refs these are early on in the season. Are they good? Are they bad? Shucks in retirement home allowed one of their residents to come ref the game. Looks like old man Zender. My dad grew up playing football up here in Whatcom County back in the 60s, and Zender was a ref back then, so. Important third down for Nooksack here as they just got a turnover. They're going to hand it off to the left side to Sky Witter, and he's going to turn and spin. That's going to be a real close play. Looks like it's going to be a little bit short. They're going to come up to fourth down again. Into the game comes Adley Whitworth. Subbing out, I think that's Casey Newton, number 2, a junior. Pioneers are going to go big on the offensive line by bringing in Whitworth. Adley is a freshman last year at Mount Baker, got a start in a playoff game against Mount Baker's loss to Toppenish. Did well for a freshman. And here he is as a sophomore, and they're going to hand the ball to Corey Olney. They're going to try to get him outside. He gets 1 block, he gets 2 blocks, and that's going to be a first down for the Pioneers. Nice run by Corey Olney. A lot of different looks that I wasn't quite expecting from the team in purple. Coming up on 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Nooksack Valley trailing Mountain View 6-0.
Pioneers pick up the first down. Ball will be on the 22-yard line.
Only in Sky Witter in the backfield. Opposite sides of Joey Brown with Bennett and Hughes split out. They're going to hand the ball again off to Corey Olney, who tries to make a couple guys move, but he's going to get slammed down nice and hard. That's number 59, Joey Burcham. Nice play by the linebacker.
Number 59, Joey Burcham with the tackle.
5'11", 225.
Second and 8.
In comes Whitworth to spell Dukala Api. Whitworth's going to come in as a guard. It's going to be second down and 8. I'd like to thank our other sponsor for the game, Elite Athlete Development. In-person remote personal training services for high school athletes. Train like no one else so you can play like no one else. It's going to be second and 8 as we're under a minute left to go. Bennett sent in motion. He doesn't get the ball. They're going to run it up the middle to Sky Wittern. He tries to bounce it outside, and that doesn't go anywhere, and the hole was up inside. That's going to be a big loss. Taken down by number 6, Keaton Bolds. Not a good idea by Witter in there. The hole was up inside. He tried to bounce it outside and actually lost a bunch of yards. So now it's going to bring up third down and about 11 for the Pioneers. Ball is marked down at about the 24, 23, 24-yard line. Looks like Nooksack's just going to wait and run the clock out since we're at about 12 seconds left in the first quarter. So there we go, end of 1. Mountain View up 6-0 over the Pioneers. The Pioneers have been doing some good things on offense, just can't convert fourth downs deep in Mountain View territory. Score update from Blaine. Linden takes a 7-0 lead over Ferndale. The battle of I don't know what we would call it, but there are two really good teams up here. Linden is the defending two-way state champions going up against a 3A powerhouse in Ferndale. Pretty cool. Just tried to jump on Twitter to update the Twitterverse, and there's some cool pictures up here from the Mountain View football team. A few Mountain View people aren't following, that you should jump on Twitter and give them a follow. Their handle is at MVHSFootballTTT. Give them a follow. Make sure you say Chris from Nooksack Valley Sports Network sent you over there. This is our third year doing live streaming of Whatcom County football. We first got introduced to this during COVID, when we weren't allowed to do anything fun at all. But we did. We decided to broadcast and create a business broadcasting football games. Last year we were under the banner of Whatcom County Sports because we did a bunch of different games. We did Nooksack, we did Ferndale, we even did some Snohomish games as Ferndale traveled down, and we got to call the Marysville Pilchuck one of the best teams in 3A last year, anchored by Dylan Carson, who's now at the Air Force Academy. I would say, though, I got my trusty father here running the camera, brought him out of retirement for the third straight year. I would say probably the best game we watched all season was that Ferndale-Arlington game. Came down to the last minute. Ferndale ended up scoring 14 points in the last minute 27 of the game to come from behind win over a really good Arlington team. But we've been blessed with some really good football, and this year we are doing exclusively Nooksack Valley football. So stay tuned next week as we travel across the state to Connell. But we got to get through Mountain View first on a big 3rd and 10. Joey Brown complete to number 6, Evan Bravo. Huge throw and catch for Joey Brown. That takes the ball into the red zone as they mark the ball inside the 10 down to the 8 for the Pioneers.
It'll be 1st and goal for the Pioneers on the 8-yard line.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys are from Mountain View, welcome to our little chunk of heaven. We are a small farming community up here. Dairy, blueberries, beef cattle, raspberries. There's a perpetual smell of manure at all times. It's glorious. Ooh, big time stop by number 70. That's not 70 because he's not on the list. But it looked like Nicholson was up there. Nope, that's going to be number 30. That's going to be Mekhi Parker. Man, dude's a savage. He's all over the place. I love him. Him and Drake, big-time players out there, down there in Mountain View. For you Nooksack Valley people listening, Mountain View is in the Evergreen School District just outside of Vancouver. Real close to Camas, I believe, is down there. No, maybe Union. Big-time school districts down there. 2nd and 11, ball on the 11. Brown dropping back to pass. He's got a man wide open, into the hands and out of the hands of Ryan Hughes. He had the touchdown and dropped it. Nice throw by Joey. Had a little bit of pressure. Ryan got some space back there in the end of the end zone, and Joey hit him right in the hands, and Hughes just couldn't quite hang on some traffic. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 11. So far, this Nooksack Valley offense is controlling the clock. The Mountain View offense scored in 1 minute 37 seconds to take an early 6-0 lead. But here we are in the second quarter. Brown takes the snap. He's going to 3-step drop. He's going to move. He's going to move. He's going to move. He needs to tuck it and run. He's fast, folks, and he's going to plow his way down to about the 5-yard line. Nice job by, again, number 22. Porter Drake is out there. They're going to spot it at the 6. 4th and goal for the Pioneers. You got to get a touchdown here. There's no room for a first down. Nice job by Joey to see everybody covered on the rollout. Kind of got forced out of the pocket. But Joey's a big, strong, fast runner, and he's going to tuck it every chance that he gets, folks. Man, when we get a chance, we need to take a look at that sunset, folks, because you guys are missing some absolutely gorgeous colors as the sun sets to the west over the farmland of Whatcom County. It's one thing you get up here a lot, beautiful sunsets, because there is no city to be found. We're going to hand the ball up the middle to Colton Lentz. He's going to try, but he's going to be knocked down short of the goal. He got down to the 1-yard line, and that's going to be it for the Pioneers. Another missed opportunity for this Pioneer offense. Unable to convert on a 4th down. So the 10-12 left in the second quarter. That brings out the Mountain View offense with 98 yards to go for a touchdown. Last time they were on the field, Mitch Johnson, the senior quarterback, threw an INT, the first of the season for Jackson Bennett. Wayne Silvis into the game right now, corner on the top side on one-on-one coverage. They're going to run the ball up the gut. Dukala Apiapi, John Stremler, Damian Perez, all there to greet Mr. Johnson as he was able to dig out of a hole, and he got about 5 or 6. That's a good run right up the gut for the quarterback. Mountain View looking over to the sideline at a bunch of different boards with a bunch of pretty pictures on it. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5. Looks like they're going to run keep again, brought down by number 51. It's going to be Kean Coppinger, but not after Johnson gets some more yards as they keep digging out of the hole. It's going to be 3rd and short for Mountain View. Ball's marked at the 11. So it's going to be 3rd and 2 for Mountain View. Adley Whitworth back in the game for Dukala Apiapi. Adley is at the nose guard right now as Nooksack drops into a 3-man front. Straight up the gut again, and that's going to be good for a 1st down for Mountain View. Damian Perez, the last one off the pile. Adley Whitworth also in there. Kean Coppinger.
Damian Perez with the tackle. Thunder has 1st and 10.
1st and 10 with the ball at the 15-yard line. Coming up on 9 minutes left in the first half, in a very entertaining first half. Mountain View in a spread wing formation, 2 wide receivers up above. Johnson's going to drop back. He's going to get forced out, and he's going to be taken down by Brady Ackerman. Kean Coppinger got into the backfield and forced Johnson to step on up, and Brady Ackerman, the defensive end, was able to get off the block and hold Johnson for a gain of no yards. That's going to be up 2nd down and 10. Nice play by the sophomore. Nooksack bouncing back and forth between a 3- and a 4-man front. Now they're back into a 4-man front. Perez and Sky Whitner, the linebackers. There's going to run a sweep to the outside. Nice tackle by Wayne Silvis. I'm not sure what the penalty is for, but Porter Drake was the running back. They're probably going to say he got hit too hard. The gain was for 9 yards, almost 10. The flag is at the area of the tackle, so they're probably going to say he either got a face mask or he got hit up high. But honestly, I think that's just out comes Drake. Well, let's hope Drake's okay. Hopefully nothing bad. Personal foul on they're saying face mask. Okay. Kind of hard to see a face mask when the back judge is 20 yards away. But one thing about the referees up here in Whatcom County, they suck. If you've been watching this for the last 3 years, we have some absolutely atrocious referees. I mean, I swear they go and get them from a bar. I mean, our referee is older than Whatcom County itself. I'm surprised he's not on oxygen. Anyways, spread wing, Johnson back in the quarterback. He's going to drop back to take a pass. He's got a man down the line, up, and it's going to be incomplete. That is a very dangerous play, and number 3, Kyle Chen, is down on the ground. He got hit high and got hit hard by number 6. That's going to be Evan Bravo, and Chen is slow to get up. Bravo delivering a shot to Chen as he jumped up to make a play in a vulnerable position. Hopefully Mr. Chen is okay. He is a fantastic player for the Mountain View Thunder. And he's struggling to get up, folks. Stands are almost packed here at Sid Lambert Field in the first game of the season for the Pioneers. Pioneers have 64 kids on the roster, 9 through 12, which is the biggest in the history of program, really, according to Coach Bartle. If the name sounds familiar, it's because he's my brother. Mr. Chen is up and moving. I don't know how well he's moving. Good to see him walking off. His bell is rung a little bit. Hopefully he comes back into the game. It's going to bring up second down. That stops the clock at 8:05 left in the half. Mountain View up 6-0. If you notice, I finally got a scoreboard to work this year for the first time in 3 years. Haven't figured out how to get the clock to work, but I suck at running the clock anyways. 2nd and 10. We got Mr. Thompson at the wingback. Looks like they're going to run sweep off to the right-hand side. Nice fill there by John Stremler. And number 5, that's Sky Witter. Still, it's going to be good for about 3 yards for the Mountain View. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7, I believe.
Number 2, Manal, the ball carrier. He's tackled by number 5, Skylar Witter. Gaining 3 in play. 3rd and 7.
Update on the Linden-Ferndale game. Linden's lone touchdown on a 64 fake punt run by Troy Betts, who's one of the fastest guys in the state. Johnson's going to drop back. He's got some pressure, but he's got room to get outside. But Damian Perez with the play! Beautiful inside-out technique by Damian Perez to bring down Johnson. That brings up a 4th down.
Tackled by number 45, Damian Perez, for a loss on
And here comes the punt unit. What a fantastic play by Damian Perez.
brings up 4th and 8 for the
Only a sophomore. He is an anvil, and he hits like one. Jackson Bennett deep to receive for the Pioneers.
Thunder, number 5, Jacob Martin.
Jackson Bennett, also one of the fastest players on Nooksack, so be careful. This could be lightning in a bottle. Ooh, Colton Lentz almost got a hand on it, and there is some space. If he can get to the ball and he can get up the sideline, there's a nice block by Ryan Hughes, and there goes Jackson Bennett. He's still going. Oh! What a play by Jackson Bennett to bring the ball all the way into Mountain View territory as he takes it all the way down. See where they mark it.
With the tackle.
Well, looks like the old ref got his retirement papers in a bunch. Anyways, they're going to mark it down at the 37-yard line. That's a huge play right there by Jackson Bennett, the speedy receiver. Nooksack Valley, 6 minutes, 30 seconds. The offenses look good, just has not been able to convert on 4th downs. Brown, flanked by Colton Lentz and Corey Olney in the backfield. Hughes and Bennett split out. They're going to hand the ball off to Tate, or to Colton Lentz as he lowers his shoulder. He gets up to about the 32-yard line, so that's going to be good for 5. Brings up 2nd down, stops the clock.
Forced out of bounds by Jacob Martin.
Nooksack Valley being able to run the ball here tonight. Let's call some more defensive guys out here for the Herd, the Thunder. We got Madden Wilson that's back there. Akile Kamau. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. Cash Cook is number 4. I see number 44, Cameron Magnuson out there. The big hogs down below are 78, Kieran McCarter, as Brown is going to take the shotgun snap. He's going to hand off to Only up the middle, and that's going to be good for a Nooksack Valley 1st down. Moves the ball up to about the 27. Nooksack's found something with that little draw off to the side. Running behind Big John Stremler and Dalton Hickey, both just juniors. This entire offensive line is juniors or sophomores. Adley Whitworth and Brady Ackerman are the lone sophomores. Nooksack Valley taking their time. Clock's running, coming up on 6 minutes left in the half. Also on defense, I called number 78. Want to make sure these guys get their due. Number 5, Jacob Martin is out here. Number 6, Keaton Bolds. Cash Cook. Yep, I think that's about everybody. Number 54. Aiden Denbo's out there. Brown, low snap. Hands it off to Colton Lentz. Gets on the out. Oh! There's an early season Truck of the Year nominee by Colton Lentz as he said hello to Mr. number 44, Cameron Magnuson. Welcome to Whatcom County there, big guy. Every year, I try to give a Truck of a Week award, but this year I'm gonna be taking nominees all season, and at the end of the year, we're gonna do one giant year-end Truck of the Year. Our early season nominee right there is Colton Lentz bowling over a defender, but also we got one from last week out of Cascade of Leavenworth, where my guy Kai Lumen knocked a defender unconscious as he took a sweep to the outside. It was glorious. Brown, he's looking to throw. He's got Jackson Bennett! And he overthrows. Incomplete. 4:56. It's going to bring up third down. Jackson had double coverage. Out there was number 5. That's going to be Jacob Martin. Also number 21, Madden Wilson, were there on the tight defense. Brown trying to fit the ball into a tiny hole there. Almost made it one heck of a throw. As the orange sun sets off to the west. And a beautiful night here in Whatcom County. I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in. Colton Lentz off to Joey Brown's right, just a little behind. They're going to drop back. They're going to pass. Brown has all day. He's going to get shimmied out. He needs to run that ball. Oh, and there's almost a crack back there, but good play out there by number 6, Keaton Bolds, to keep Joey Brown from getting that first down. It's going to be 4th and about 5, 6. Again, we got another big 4th down for the Pioneers. So far, they're not doing well. Into the game for Mountain View is going to be number 59, Joey Burcham. Nooksack, usually known for a spread offense, trying to throw the ball around, has actually been running the ball a little more than I expected tonight. Doing a pretty good job of it as well. Big 4th down, 4th and 6. Clock's running, under 4 minutes left in the house. Nooksack trailing 6-0. Joey's going to drop back to pass. He's got a guy. He's got a guy. He's got the first down. Maybe. They spot the ball at the 16-yard line as he tried to hurdle number 5, Jacob Martin. He was able to get a first down, but man, he got pushed out. Looked like number 50. Trevor Mann was out there causing some havoc. Couldn't quite bring him down. Maybe it was number 62, Will Woon. One of those guys got out there. Unable to make a play on Joey, who's really strong for how, well, for his size. Brings up first down. Ball's at the 16-yard line. 3:45 and the clock is running as the ball stayed in bounds. Again, Adley Whitworth back in the game. They're going to run a power set. 2 wide receivers, that's Bennett and Hughes. 2 running backs. They're going to hand the ball off to Colton Lentz down to this side. They're going to run power football. There goes Colton into the red zone. Ball's down and out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Well, that's a terrible spot. They're actually going to mark him down at the 10 instead of the 7, saying he went out of bounds. Into the game for Mountain View is going to be number 56. That's Hector Hernandez, replacing number 78, Kieran McCarter. Clock's running, coming up on 3 minutes. Here at Sid Lambert Field, 2 running backs for the Pioneers. Brown takes the ball. He's going to hand it off. They're going to run the exact same play. Nicely done by Mountain View to keep it from really spreading out, but they're going to say he goes out of bounds at the 7, so it's a gain of 3. It's going to bring up third down. Again, third down and short for the Pioneers. They can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. It's 3rd and 1. Got to just get 3 lonely little feet. Clock stops at 2:55 left in the first half. One heck of a ball game. Man, this has been fun. So glad to have football back. I don't know about you guys, But it's a long 8 months without football. And we got a timeout. Timeout Mountain View by Coach Matheson. Saw something he didn't like. He is not happy with his players. He said, nope, you guys aren't walking out. I'm coming to you. Trying to get some score updates from around the county, so got a score update out of Seattle after 3 quarters. The O'Day Fighting Irish are up 14-13 over the Bothell Cougars. First of a doubleheader later tonight. We got Kennedy Catholic versus Eastside Catholic. I could have just said something right there and got into a lot of trouble. Well, all right, a big 3rd and 1 here for the Pioneers with 2:55 left in the first half, trailing 6-0. Mountain View took their opening offensive possession and absolutely marched right down the field in about 6 plays and scored in 1:37. Ever since then, it's been all Pioneers on offense and defense, and this Pioneer offense has been on the field a really long time. Hand the ball straight up the middle, and that's not going to go anywhere. That's not a good play. Nice job by the Mountain View defensive line. That's going to be 56. Hector Hernandez, 59. Joey Burcham not allowing a single yard. Those big hogs up front. Number 62, Will Woon was in there. Good to see Porter Drake back in the game. Still waiting to see Kyle Chen. Looking for him on the sidelines, and might be in the mess of players over there by all the coaches, but so far he has not been back in the game after taking a huge hit from Jackson Bennett. I said it about 6 times now. This is a huge 4th down. Good old Alex Bartle with the spot. Looks like Mr. Chen has his helmet off on the sideline, standing vertical. That's a good thing. Another timeout by Nooksack. They got 1 left, so two timeouts burned by Nooksack, 1 by Mountain View. This has got to be, the 5th or 6th 4th down that Nooksack Valley's had. I think they've only converted on 1. So, again, if Nooksack Valley can score here before the end of the half, they do get the second half kickoff. So this would be a major momentum swing for the Pioneers. Going toe-to-toe with the number 9th ranked 3A team in the state. Nooksack Valley unranked after coming off 4-5, 5-4 season last year. Pretty cool to see the state championship softball team getting ready to come out to get their state championship rings. Unfortunately, Superwoman State Player of the Year, Jordan Relaford, will not be here to get it. Jordan, we love you. We'll see you soon. Looks like they're going to run a sweep to Joey Brown, but he stopped running. Nice play by number 6. That's Keaton Bolds, and number 54, Aiden Denbo. Not sure why they stopped running. The hole was there. Coach Bartle's pissed, and I don't blame him. Joey just stopped running. Should have cut it up. Another monster stop by the Mountain View defense. And that is not what the Pioneers needed. The Pioneers needed to get that first down to bleed this down. But now the powerful Mountain View offense is looking ready to put some points up on the board before half. 1:59 left. They're going to run a sweep. That doesn't go anywhere. Nice play. It looks like Colton Lentz is there. Kean Coppinger again. Porter Drake again. He went off a little wonky earlier in the game. Good to see him back up. Mountain View running quick. but really in no hurry. They're up by 6. 2nd and 9. Looks like Johnson's going to keep it. He's going to hand it. He's going to pitch it. Nice play out there by Jackson Bennett on Drake as he keeps him from getting outside and getting out of bounds. That's going to bring up a 3rd down with 1:20 and the clock's running. It's going to be 3rd and about 6 or 7 for the Thunder. Coming up on 60 seconds left. Now we're under 1 minute. Mountain View's in absolutely no hurry right now. They're probably just going to run the ball again to run some clock. Sorry about that, folks. For some reason, the battery on the computer died, and I thought we were going to lose battery on the video camcorder, but we're actually doing good there. So what did you miss? Well, Mountain View converted on a couple 4th downs. They just threw a bomb, and there was a personal foul call after the play on the interception. As Johnson's 2nd interception of the game. This time it was picked up by Corey Only, who made a horrible mistake as he got a block on the outside. He had the entire left-hand side of the field wide open. But instead he ran into the block, and there was a little scuffle as he was trying to get up off the field. So the referees called a personal foul. What an entertaining first half it was. And, of course, you know, this is the Nooksack Valley Sports Network. Everything has to go wrong. So here we are at halftime, 6-0. The Mountain View Thunder over the Nooksack Valley Pioneers. Nooksack Valley is going to get the kick to start the second half. But please pay attention, because we are going to hand out some championship rings for the first time in Whatcom County history in girls fast pitch softball. As the women who went, 26-1? The first game they lost was the very first game of the season to Linden. They went on to win 26 straight games, led by one of the most amazing people in the world, Miss Jordan Relaford. Good moment here for the girls of the Nooksack Valley as they get to collect their rings. But, of course, their leader, Jordan, is unable to make it. She's pitching for Edmonds Community College, so she's enjoying her life down in Edmonds, just north of Seattle. She also has one of the biggest deadlifts of any pitcher in Washington State because she has an amazing trainer, me. Let's see if I can keep up.
Maureen. America Edel. Sierra Anderson. Jordan Relaford. Kenzie O'Brien. Lady Kimball. Ella Perry. Dykstra. Olivia Mergel. Cece Rogers. Shelby Mason. Kenzie Lickle. And Kennedy Burke. Their manager is Natalie Harmon. And your coaches, Pete Robin, Brianna Skepper, Joanne Tavelli, Arlissa Rawls, Erica Van Dyken, and Tom Harmon.
Congratulations
Ladies and gentlemen, your
to the Nooksack Valley
Fast Pitch State Champions.
2022 Fast Pitch 1A State Champions right here from Nooksack Valley. Wish you were here, Jordan. I'm going to try and get you guys some sports updates. It's now 10-0 Linden over Ferndale. Going into the second half, Troy Petz, the star of the night, he kicks a 41-yard field goal. He also had a 64-yard fake punt for a touchdown. So what did we learn from that first half of football? Well, Nooksack Valley can't convert a fourth down to save their life. They had about 7 of them that were super important, a couple of them in the red zone. But give all the credit in the world to the Mountain View defense for coming up stiff and stout when they needed to be, keeping the Pioneers from the end zone. Closest the Pioneers got, they had the ball down on about the 2 or 3 yard line and couldn't punch one in. Jackson Bennett, the highlight, I would say, of the first half, with an interception and about a 40-yard punt return that he almost took to the house. So Jackson is probably the leader of the clubhouse for plays for Nooksack Valley to start this season. Colton Lentz is a leader in the clubhouse now for this game, at least for Truck of the Week, as he bowled over a guy from Mountain View. On the Mountain View side of things, their offense came out swinging like Mike Tyson in his prime and landed some knockout punches early as they scored. In about a minute 37 seconds in the game, Mitch Johnson just leading the Thunder down the field to score an early touchdown. They ran a very interesting point after attempt where they tried to run a sweep to Drake, number 22, and Porter Drake, and it got snuffed out by Nooksack Valley. That's why the score is 6-0. And that's where we stand, folks. We got about 9 minutes left on a cool, crisp night up here in the northwest corner of Washington State in Whatcom County. Current temperature, 70 degrees. Wispy clouds in the sky with the Canadians up to our right. Nice to catch up with Coach Matheson before the game. Never got a chance to meet him when he was coaching at Ferndale with Nooksack Valley coach Craig Bartle, but they go back a long ways, which is part of the reason why this game was able to come together. 2 old friends, 2 old coaching staff compadres getting together to bring their respective teams And honestly, this is not quite the score I expected. Wasn't sure what the Nooksack Valley Pioneers were going to bring to the table this season, but they've been able to go toe-to-toe with the number 9 ranked 3A team in the state, Mountain View. Mountain View is one heck of a team. Their offense super high-powered, kept off the field for most of the first half as Nooksack Valley just dominated the time of possession. I would be surprised if Mountain View had a total of 4 minutes of offense in that first half, with Nooksack Valley just running the ball, power right, power left, right up the gut. Corey Only is going to be leading the way in the house on rushing yards and rushing attempts. Joey Brown looking pretty good in his first game of the season. Had a touchdown dropped in the end zone as he hit Ryan Hughes right in the hands, and Ryan just couldn't hold on. Really surprised Nooksack hasn't had Corey Only split out in the slot. That's where he did most of his damage last year. He's been lining up in the backfield, a little wrinkle that they threw in that I was not quite expecting. So, good job by the Nooksack Valley coaching staff to make some adjustments for this game. But what does the second half bring? That's going to be the big question of the night. Can Nooksack Valley actually convert a fourth down when they're in Mountain View territory and punch themselves into the end zone? Can they keep that high-powered Mountain View offense off the field? That Mountain View defense maybe getting a little tired after spending all that time on the offense, but man, did they show some strength and some stout on that defensive front, keeping the Pioneers off the scoreboard and keeping the score 6-0 as we are about 6.5 minutes away from starting the second half. Again, this game is brought to you by the Nooksack Valley Booster Club. They are the ones who have decided to be our prime sponsor for this season. And like I said before the game, our goal is to raise $2,000 on this broadcast. So what I'm going to do right about now for you guys that are up here, I'm going to put my little Venmo thingy on the screen. If you guys don't know how this works or don't know what QR codes are, it's pretty simple. All you have to do is point your camera up at this little QR code, or if you're on Venmo, you can just look for Whatcom County Sports. That's all one word. See if I can get this. There we go. So you should just be able to bring your camera up. Take a look at that. All the money that you guys donate will go to the the Nooksack Valley Booster Club. Again, our goal is to raise $2,000 this season for the Booster Club, so anything that you guys feel like you want to pitch in, that would be awesome. Mountain View, if you guys want to donate to your Booster Club, you know what? If you want to donate some money, make sure you say it's for Mountain View's Booster Club. I would love to help support them and give them some money as well. None of this stuff would be made possible without the sponsors. If you're a local business here in the Everson, Nooksack, Sumas, Hillbilly threesome area, and your business wants to get some shout-outs, sponsorship comes with live shout-outs over the air like we're doing. I pump you up on the social medias and do whatever I can to try to get you some business. We would love your support. We got a big, huge road trip next week. We will be broadcasting on Saturday at 1 o'clock Pacific time as Nooksack Valley heads to the Tri-Cities to take on Connell. Connell, big-time program on the east side state, always very well-run program. They got some hosses over there, man, I tell you. It was good to be able to meet some of their coaches this year at the state 1A track tournament in Eastern Washington University, so I got to talk to some of those guys. Looking forward to catching up with them when we head over there. It's going to be a fun trip for these Pioneers as they're going to get out of school on Friday as they make the jaunt over and get a hotel trip, spend the night, wake up early, and go have a good football game out in the Palouse. The following week, Nooksack Valley is going to be in for one heck of a tough game as they host the Kings Knights, who are currently ranked 3rd in the 1A. Coach Shapiro doing wonderful things for Kings. Nooksack Valley played at Kings last year and actually gave them a run for their money in the first half. But Kings came out and won the game essentially in the first 2.5 minutes of the second half. After that, Nooksack Valley, I believe we travel all the way out into the peninsula to Hoquiam. That's an early kickoff. That's going to be a 5 p.m. kickoff, so the kids are going to get out of school for that and miss another day. Trust me, they're not upset. But other than that, then we actually start some conference play. I believe Meridian is the first one up. And then I believe we hit Mount Baker, the Fighting Mountaineers out in Deming. Should be a cold, chilly, fun game. I think that's somewhere in the middle of October. And then we got Blaine and Linden Christian in there as well. But there's a Week 9 game. I can't remember who it's against, but it's hosted here at Nooksack. Schedule update, the Week 3 game against Kings will not be broadcasted live. I'm going to be out of town, and then I'm going to be out of town again for the Week 9 game. Unfortunately, work is taking me out of state. So those will be the only 2 games that we will not be broadcasting on the Nooksack Valley Sports Network this year. So make sure you get out and support the Pioneers, because both games that we're going to be not broadcasting are home games. Make sure you come check out that Kings Knights team. Boy, those guys are good, and they are fast, and they are returning some dudes. 2 minutes left here in halftime as the Mountain View Thunder is making their way out of the gymnasium, and looks like the Pioneers are getting ready to come on out and drive through the banner. And here come the Pioneers. Good to see number 3, Kyle Chen, running out. He doesn't have his helmet on, so either his helmet is on the sideline or he is done for the game. We'll keep an eye on that, Mom, Dad. Hopefully I can bring you some good news if you guys are watching from down in Vancouver area. Well, unfortunately, it looks like Mr. Chen's night might be done. He has not joined his teammates out on the field for the second half warm-up. Wish you luck, brother. Hopefully nothing bad. Hopefully just being precautious with your health. Hopefully you're able to come back and have an amazing senior season. Looks like both teams are ready. There's still a clock ticking down. We got about 90 seconds left to halftime. Both team quarterbacks are out, warming up the guns. Getting locked and loaded. I'm going to have a little bit of water. Looks like both teams are going to take the full rest of the time. Isn't that what they call the harvest moon? Beautiful moon coming out of, usually beautiful moon coming out right now on the south as it's starting to come up in the air. But man, the colors, camera just won't do it justice, folks. But it's a beautiful night up here. Week 1 of football up here on the border of Washington and Canada. Nooksack Valley taking the field to the north. Mountain View is going to be kicking from south to north, left to right on your computer screen, TV screen, tablet, cell phone, however you may be watching. So at the end of the first half, while we dropped our battery, don't worry, I got it plugged in. Hopefully it's charging. But there was a interception to end the first half by Corey only, and a little scuffle broke out as they were trying to come up, and it was a 15-yard penalty. So looks like Nooksack decided, I don't know what's going on. Yep, they're going to address the penalty here, move it back 15 yards. So Mountain View is going to have to kick off from the 25-yard line. This is huge news to start the second half for Nooksack, as that gives them an extra 15 yards. Jackson Bennett.
15-yard penalty from the end of the first
Looks
half.
like Evan Bravo
Starting this second half.
are back deep for the Pioneers. In front of them, Stremler, John Stremler, Colton Lentz in front of them, Ryan Hughes, and trying to see who the far person is up there. Might be Wayne Silvis. Nice kick. Jackson Bennett, they're going to run their patented fake. And Jackson's got some space. Jackson Bennett to start the second half. Oh, what a play by number 32, Owen Purvis, to keep a touchdown. That is a touchdown staving tackle by your kicker, or Jackson Bennett is gone, folks. What a play. Early game MVP right there by the junior Jackson Bennett. Let's see what the Pioneer offense has in store to start the second half. If you're just tuning in, they had problems converting on many fourth downs, unable to punch it into the end zone late in the first half. And now they're starting on the Mountain View 45-yard line as we are ready to, well, we've already kicked off for the second half. They're going to hand the ball off to Wittern, and Porter Drake is there. So that play goes absolutely nowhere. Also, there was number 54, Aiden Denbo. Again, nice job by the defense of Mountain View. Scoring update out of Bellingham. Landon Smith with another touchdown for Mount Baker, as they're up 12-0 over Seaholm with 2:36 left in the second quarter. That was about 25 minutes ago. Good to see Landon back. I coached Landon in track out at Mount Baker. He broke his hand early in the campaign last season and missed almost the entire season at quarterback. Brown takes the snap. He's going to look. Quick screen. That's Evan Bravo with a whole host of blockers, and he's going to bring it up with a nice job on the screen. Taken down by number 54, Aiden Denbo. That's going to be a good 8-yard gain for Bravo. It's going to be 3rd and 2, maybe 3rd and 3. Looks like the ball's at about the 37-yard line. Got to get to the 35. Nice job by Evan. Third and 2 for the Pioneers. 4-man front for Mountain View. Brown, he's got Sky Wittern. He's going to hand it straight up the middle, and Wittern's barely going to not. Ooh, depends on the spot. Denbo with his 3rd consecutive tackle, and it looks like they're going to give him a forward progress, which is going to be good for a first down. Running back by committee here for Nooksack Valley in the first game of the season. Really thought Colton Lentz was going to get the bulk of the carries, but so far, Sky Wittern, Corey Olney, screen, which is almost like a run to Evan Bravo, and Colton Lentz, and actually Joey Brown are all getting some runs here tonight. Wittern off to the right of Joey Brown as they're going to fake it. They're going to look to pass, and Joey's got a man wide open. He had Ryan Hughes so open, didn't see him, decided to tuck it and run, which is good for 9 yards. But, man, Joey missed a huge opportunity right there to hit Ryan Hughes. Still, 9 yards, good job on first down, brings up second and short.
Second and 1.
We'll move it up a little bit. Just look at your way down here. Ball is marked on the 25-yard line. They're going to send Jackson Bennett in motion. They're going to fake sweep, and they're going to hand it off the middle to Joey Brown, which is going to be good for 3 yards and another first down.
Joey Brown is ahead for our first down. He's tackled by number.
Don't. But don't mind the pole here, folks. Construction from the 1960s. Mountain View showing blitz. They're going to hand it off to Corey Olney. He makes a cut. He's going to take it up for another 5 or 6 yards. Nice first down run by Corey. Patient runner, Mr. Olney is. Clock keeps running. So far, Nooksack Valley has taken 3.5 minutes off this clock for their opening drive of the second half. There's some hands on the waist for that Mountain View defense. Colton Lentz back in the game at running back. Joey's going to swing it out to Jackson Bennett, and he's got some blocks, and that's good for another first down. Ryan Hughes and Colton Lentz out there are the blocks for Bennett. He takes it down. They're going to mark it down at the 10-yard line, and they're back in the red zone. First and goal for the Pioneers.
It'll be first and goal for the Pioneers on the 10-yard line.
Let's see what Coach Ackerman, offensive coordinator, and Coach Bartle have dialed up for this Nooksack offense. Corey Olney, Jackson Bennett split out up top. Looks like Evan Bravo is down below. They're going to put Corey Olney in motion. They're going to hand it off to Sky Witter, and up the middle. He's got a crease. He's taking it all the way down. Oh, what a run by Sky Witter! Oh, are you kidding? First touchdown of the season for the Pioneers. What a run by Sky Witter. Breaking tackles. Whoa. The Pioneers are on the board, 6-6 with 7:56 left in the third. Tristan Camphouse out to hold for Jorgen Vigre, the lefty. This should be interesting. The kick is up. Oh, and the kick is good, and Jorgen's first time ever kicking in a football game. And the Pioneers take a 7-6 lead. That's exactly what the Pioneer needed. A good job marching down the field and scoring a touchdown to take the lead. They took 4 minutes off the clock. Jacob Martin is back deep, along with looks like it's Akili Kamau. Jorgen back to kick for the Pioneers. The lefty, let's see what he does. Kicks it deep. Looks like that's Kamau with the return, and there's a bunch of purple. Nice job knocking him down at the 35. There was Jackson Bennett as well as Colby Martin. $7:50 left to go into the third. How does Mountain View respond now?
On that tackle, number 21, Colby Martin, and number 1, Jackson Bennett.
Johnson under center. Back behind him is number 6, Keaton Bolds, and that's going to be Porter Drake. He's going to spin, hand it off to number 6. Good for about 5 or 6. Taken down by Duke Halaapiapi and Colton Lentz. That's Keaton Bolds. Nice run for a first down. Mountain View going back to a traditional wing T offense. They're going to run sweep. They're going to run a keep, and right there was Brady Ackerman for a loss. Nice job by the defensive end. Going to be a loss of about 5 or 6 yards. That brings the ball back to the 35. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 9 now for the Mountain View Thunder.
Loss of 5 on the play, brings up 3rd and 9.
Wayne Silvis out of the corner along with Evan Bravo. Here comes Kamau down here. They're going to run Johnson out of the shotgun. He's going to take a shot down the middle, and it's dropped by Aiden Nicholson, the big tight end. That's 4th down and 9, and Mountain View is going to have to punt the ball back to Nooksack. The momentum has swung. Last time Jackson Bennett took a punt, he almost took it to the house. Let's see what Mountain View has in store. Is back to kick is number 5, Jacob Martin. Colton Lentz almost gets it again. Oh, hits his face mask. Bennett was able to jump on it as it hit his face mask, but man, that could have been a disaster, and there's a Mountain View player down. Slow to get up, that's number 11, Aiden Nicholson. Jackson misread that a little bit, bonked off this face mask. Was able to get back and recover as Nicholson was right there. Stops the clock, 6:35 left in the third quarter. Nooksack Valley up 7-6. Here comes Joey Brown and the Nooksack Valley Pioneers with Colton Lentz off to his left, 4 wide receivers. They're going to keep it to Brown, and he's got a big hole, but it closes really fast. Nice job out there by number 6, Keaton Bolds. Jacob Martin was out there, number 50. It's going to be Trevor Mann also out there. Big hole that they's closed down real quick. This Mountain View defense is doing an amazing job tonight. Nooksack Valley has been able to do a lot of good things offensively, but this Thunder defense is bent but not quite broke. crazy moon, isn't it? Brown under center. They're going to show blitz. They're going to hand it off to Corey Olney, and there goes Corey. Colts it back inside. Should have cut it outside. Good enough for a first down. Moving the chains. The red is almost a half moon, crescent moon, almost totally red. Incredible moon tonight. Ball gets moved to the 44-yard line of the Nooksack Valley Pioneers as the offense is churning and churning and churning. Taking their time, calling in the plays, eating up clock. The Mountain View offense is extremely high-powered. Really smart job on the coaching staff at Nooksack to keep this Mountain View offense on the sidelines. Brown takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to bounce it out. A lot of stiff arms. There's another penalty flag. There's got to be a couple face masks in there. Number 21, Madden Wilson, was in there. Going to be interesting to see what they got going on. 3 penalty flags. One in the area of holding, one in the area of face mask, and the second is in the area of face mask. Let's see what the referee has in store for us. Hopefully his pacemaker's okay. Into the game comes number 25, Elijah Marr. Spelling number 59, Joey Burcham. We got holding on Nooksack. Face mask on Mountain View. Those should wash out. So the ball should be marked down where Joey was knocked down at the 49 of Nooksack. So that should bring up like a 2nd and 3 or 4.
Penalties will offset.
Should be 2nd down. No, they're going to keep it at 1st down. It's just going to offset the penalty, so no yardage there. Still 1st and 10 for the Pioneers. Their 42-yard line. Snap, pass, catch. Good to number 3, Corey Olney. His first catch of the season. Nice pitch and catch there from Brown to Olney. It's good for about 6. Going to bring up 2nd and 4. Now we're back on the 49-yard line. Clock ticking, about just under 4.5 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Score on the other side of the county, Linden 17, Ferndale 0. The 2A Lions are thumping the Golden Eagles. Brown, he's going to hand it off to Corey Olney, who's got another monster hole up the middle. He is churning it up right there. Takes the ball into Mountain View territory as Porter Drake comes up a little gimpy after making the tackle. But the ball is now inside Thunder territory at the 47-yard line as this Pioneer offense is just running and running and running. Nice job by that offensive front. Dalton Hickey, John Stremler, Kean Coppinger, Duke Hala-Apiapi, and Brady Ackerman are just pushing these guys off the ball right now and giving these running backs some good holes. 2 running backs are going to hand it off to Colton Lentz in a sweep, and he's got some space on the outside. That's good for another 5 or 6 for the sophomore running back. Nooksack showing a lot of different looks here. Joey's wanting to throw the ball. Telling Coach Bartle's like, come on, man, let me let it loose. Coming up on 3 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Nooksack Valley up 7-6 right now over the Herd. Into the game is Aiden Nicholson. Good to see him back in the game after getting shaken up a couple plays ago. 3 wide receivers up top. That's going to be Bravo, Bennett, and Ryan Hughes. Brown's going to roll out that way. He's got nobody. He needs to throw the ball away. Has somebody. That's good for Ryan Hughes. Are they going to give it to him? Yes, they are. First down completed on the 30-yard line. Nice job by the tight end hybrid to get down underneath that ball and make sure it gets caught.
That pass is complete to number 4, Ryan Hughes. It'll be first and 10 for the Pioneers on the 30-yard line.
2.5 minutes left here in the third quarter on a beautiful night up here at Sin Lambert Field on the campus at Nooksack Valley High School. First down, 10 yards to go for Nooksack as Casey Newton is down here, closest to your on the near sideline. Brown's going to take it. He's going to hand it off to Colton Lentz on the sweep. He makes a cut upfield. Takes 3 guys to bring him down. Number 5, Jacob Martin, is the first one there. That run is good for 5 yards, 2nd and 5.
Number 59, Joey Burton, in on that tackle.
Joey Burcham also involved in the tackle. Mountain View starting to move a lot of guys around. That defense is getting tired. Shotgun formation. Looks like Colton Lentz still into the game. They're going to run a quick screen out there to number 2. Casey Newton still fighting for yards. Didn't want to go down. Only got 1.
Number 2, Casey Newton.
That's a lot of work for 1 yard. Out there was number 11. It's going to be Nicholson, number 4. Cash Cook, 62. Will Woon out there. We got 3rd and 4 for the Pioneers. Coming up on 77 seconds left here, minute 17 left in the third quarter. 3rd down and 5 for the Pioneers. Ball's on the 25, 2 running backs in the backfield. That's going to be Only and Colton Lentz. Jackson Bennett in the slot up top. They're going to send him in motion to this near side. They're going to hand it off to Corey Only, and he's got another first down right up the middle. He's going to bust one of these, I tell you. He's going to take one to the house. Ball gets marked down on the 17-yard line, but good for a first down for the Pioneers. He is 1 cut, 1 block away for taking one to the house, and with his speed, it's going to be hard to get him caught from behind. Coming up with just past 45 seconds left in the half. Probably going to be the last play for the Pioneer offense here in the third quarter as they are knocking on the door. They're going to send Corey Only in motion. They're going to hand it off to Colton Lentz. Doesn't really go anywhere, but he drops the ball. Uh-oh. Recovered by Mountain View. Number 11, Aiden Nicholson. Exactly what you didn't need to do right there was drop the ball. Colt trying to make a play, didn't, and instead fumbled it, and that's a big-time turnover for Mountain View as they take over on their own 20-yard line with 28 seconds left. Huge mistake right there. Mitch Johnson, shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers way out there that I can't see. He's going to keep it up the middle. He's going to get a bunch of yards, 7 to be exact.
Mitch Johnson, the keeper. He's run down by number 64, Brady Ackerman.
It's going to be the last play of the first half. I think there's about 10 seconds left. Let's see if Mountain View decides to get it going. Nope, they're going to wait. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Nooksack Valley in complete control, minus the fumble by Colton Lentz as they were marching. They have the ball almost the entire third quarter. I would say they had the ball for close to 10 minutes on offense as they take a fourth quarter lead, 7-6, but Mountain View's got the ball back. Well, here we go, the final frame of this opening game of the season. Linden is absolutely laying one on Ferndale right now. Eastside Catholic is up 3-0 on Kennedy Catholic. What can Mitch Johnson do? Can he lead the Mountain View Thunder down the field to score? Take a lead here in the fourth quarter. Or can the Pioneer defense come up with a turnover of her own? They've already got 2 interceptions on the day. They're going to run the ball. That's Porter Drake. He gets a couple yards. Out there is Dalton Hickey. Damian Perez. It's going to be good for a first down.
Number 22, Porter Drake, is the ball carrier. Number 56, Dalton Hickey with the tackle. The first down on the 34-yard.
Johnson, shotgun formation. They're going to throw it out to the right on a quick screen. Nice read by Evan Bravo. Martin was still able to get a couple yards, about 3 or 4.
6, Evan Bravo.
It's going to bring up second down and 7. Ball's on the 37-yard line of the Thunder. Just starting here early in the fourth quarter. Wayne Silvis in the game as a corner down here on this near side. Going to run sweep again to Drake, and he's got a big hole. He's going to rumble all the way up for a first. And no, he's, oh my gosh, Sky Wittern has the ball and is running down the sideline. What just happened? The referee is saying that Sky Wittern stripped the ball before Porter Drake is down. They're saying that, is it a strip? Or are they going to mark him down? The Mountain View sidelines are going ballistic right now, saying that he was down. Nope, Nooksack Valley ball. Are you absolutely kidding me right now? Sky Wittern.
Picked up and returned the other way by number 5, Skylar Wittern.
Whoa, Sky Wittern with the strip of Porter Drake. He takes it down all the way to the 20, inside the 20 to the 9. Oh my gosh, they're going to mark it down on the 20. What a heck of a play. With 10:57 left, Nooksack gets another turnover, their third of the game. Huge play by that defense. Sky Wittern, who scores the only touchdown of the game so far for the Pioneers, comes up with a huge play right here as Porter Drake comes out of the game, replaced by number 44. That's going to be Cameron Magnuson. Mountain View shows the blitz. There's Corey Olney. He's got another big run, 6 to 7 yards.
And out goes number 3, Corey Olney.
Comes Adley Whitworth into the game. Good to see Adley getting a bunch of playing time, the Mount Baker transfer.
78, Kieran McCarter.
Kieran McCarter on the tackle.
2nd and 4.
Ball's marked on the 14-yard line. 2nd and 4 for the Pioneers. Brownie's got Corey Olney and Colton Lentz off to each side. They're going to run sweep to Corey. Nice job by the defense, shutting it down. That's going to be 54, Aiden Denbo out there. Looked like number 30, Makai Parker, was also out there. Keaton Bullets maybe got in on the action. 3rd and 2 with the ball's on the 13, under less than 10 minutes to go in the game. Nooksack Valley looking to take a big time step up right now if they can score on this possession. Ryan Hughes, Jackson Planet split out, only in Colton Lentz to the side. They're going to hand it off to Colton Lentz. He makes a couple guys miss, but looks like he's going to get the first down, dancing around. Love seeing that. Parker and Corey only giving each other some love. Referee timeout, not quite sure why. There's first down, he's just moving the chains. You need a wheelchair to move the chains or what? Porter Drake coming back into the game. So the ball's going to be marked on the 8-yard line, first and goal for the Pioneers. Nooksack's probably going to have to burn a timeout right here. Doesn't look, I don't know. Do they have enough guys on the field? They're going to have to get up and run a play quick. Oh, my goodness. What a terrible play. Kean Coppinger sends the ball over the head. Ball goes all the way back to the 32-yard line. That's a massive mistake right there. Been doing a good job on his snaps all game, and then they tried to force one. Now you're in a lot of whole heap of trouble. Now it's second down, and from here to Mountain View. First real mistake by the Pioneers right there. Sky Wittern off to the right of Joey Brown. 3 wide receivers near side, shotgun. Joey's going to take a snap. He's going to look to pass. He's got all day. He decides to run, but there's Nicholson right there. Aiden Nicholson with the sack. This is what plagued the Pioneers last year. They would move and move and move. They would make mistake and mistake and mistake, and then all of a sudden they'd have third down and forever, just like they do right now. Definite passing situation. Mountain View can sit back here, send all their guys up front if they wanted. Under 7.5 left to go in the game. They still can get a. No, they can't. Yeah, they can still get. They can't get a first down. It's first and goal, so they got to score a touchdown. They're going to call a delay a game on Nooksack. Taking too much sweet frickin' time out here. Coach Bartle waving his hands, trying to get him to move. That's back another 5 yards. Now the ball is forever away. It's marked on the 40, so third down and 40. What do you do on third down and 40? You run a screen. Nice job getting a bunch back by Jackson Bennett. The ball is marked down at the 27-yard line, but you got 4th and 27. Do you go for it and just try and pin him down deep? Do you punt? You either need to get this ball as close to the goal line as possible, or you need to score a touchdown here with 6:30 left remaining in the game. Nooksack Valley up 7-6. Oh, I don't know what the heck was going on there, but Joey Brown had Corey Only wide open running a slant down the field. Penalty flag. That's Casey Newton up there who couldn't figure out if he wanted to be on the line or off the line, so they're going to get him for movement. So that's going to push him back another 5 yards. But, man, Corey Only was wide open on the slant right down the middle of the field, and Brown missed him. Again, problems that Nooksack Valley had last year. They move, and then they shoot themselves in the foot with stupid mistakes. Fourth down and forever for the Pioneers. Got to score a touchdown or push Mountain View deep into their own zone. Brown's forced. That's a terrible play. You got to throw the ball away. Nice job by Keaton Bowles with a sack, and Nooksack Valley just shot themselves directly in the face in that position right there. Mistake after mistake after mistake cost them 50 yards almost, and now Mountain View is going to be in prime position to come down and score and take the lead of this game. Coach Bartle is hot. I don't blame him. Knocking on the door to go up 2 scores, a mental mistake by mental mistake. So here is Mr. Johnson. He's going to take a quarterback keep. He's going to run it out there. He finally gets tackled by Jackson Bennett, but not after getting a first down. Ball is now in Nooksack territory on the 48-yard line, and the momentum has completely swung in the way of Mountain View. And the referees are stopping the game again. I don't know if his oxygen tank ran out or what. They didn't give him the first down. Second down and 1. Quick throw for Johnson. Man's wide open. That's Nicholson. I keep wanting to call him Aiden Hutchison, you know, the superstar defensive end from Michigan. Go Blue. But that's going to be a first down for the Thunder as they get the ball to the Nooksack 40. This is the first time they've been in Nooksack territory in a hot minute. They're going to try to run quick. Nooksack not even up ready. They're going to run sweep around the outside. It's going to be Johnson who gets met hard. Looked like Sky Wittern was out there along with Evan Bravo and Colton Lentz, but Mountain View running up to the ball, running quick here. Second down and 7. Ball's at the 33-yard line. Mountain View has completely taken the wind out of this game and taken all the momentum. Sweep again off to the right side. They found something over there. He's breaking tackles. That's Porter Drake. Nice job getting another first down. Taken down by John Stremler. Nooksack needs to call a timeout. Yep. Kean Coppinger slow to get up. Timeout by Nooksack, though. Got to get that timeout. Sky Wittern also hunched over right now. Mountain View is completely taking complete control of the momentum of this game with 5:04 left in the fourth quarter. First down and 10 at the Nooksack 25. And Nooksack's now reeling. Had the ball on offense, down into the red zone, snap over the head, false start, sack, boom. Mountain View takes over. Coach Bartle trying to settle the troops down. Mountain View trying to get everybody riled up. All the momentum is completely over there. First down, ball's on the 25, far hash for Mountain View. Johnson in the shotgun formation. Looks like he's got Porter Drake over there. Looks like we got Kamau and Jacob Martin as your split outs on the near side, but Johnson's going to keep it himself, and there's Brady Ackerman, Jackson Bennett, but wow, look at Johnson. Running hard, dragging Pioneers with him. Good for about 8 yards. It's going to bring up second down and short as they mark it at the 17. .440 left to go in the game. Mountain View marching, trying to take the lead here. Down by 1, trailing 7-6. Second down. Kamau up above, Martin down below, Porter Drake next to Johnson. They're going to run sweep. Nope, they're going to throw the ball out to Martin, number 5, and he's going to, Evan Bravo's going to drag him down at the 4-yard line. It's good for, they're going to say it's the 5. It's going to be good for a first down, first and goal for Mountain View. Can Nooksack keep Mountain View out of the end zone, or is Mountain View going to take the lead here with 4:05 and running? Straight wing T, Johnson under center. He's going to keep it himself. He gets brought down by somebody. That's John Stremler. Only good for about 2 yards. It's going to be second and goal from the 3-yard line. Nope, 2-yard line. Porter Drake, touchdown. Mountain View as they take the lead with 3:30 left to go in the game.
And now goes number 22, Porter Drake, takes it in for a Thunder touchdown.
.327 left to go in the game, and Nooksack's on their heels. Mountain View's going to go for 2. They're going to bring 3 wide receivers down to this near side. Mitch Johnson all by himself. I bet you he keeps it. Nope, they're going to run a reverse, and it's good. J.J. Thompson, the wingback, with the extra point as Mountain View takes a 14-7 lead with 3:27 left in the game. Update from Blaine as Ferndale finally got on the board as Connor Walker, the receiver, passes to Jordan Mason for a 25-yard touchdown. Linden 17-7 with halfway through the third quarter. Kamayakin up over at Chiawana, 12-7. Late into the first half. Here comes the kick from Mountain View. Can the Pioneers get over the mistakes that cost them a touchdown on that last drive? Can they put it in the pass and come back and end up tie this game and force it into overtime, or do you go for the win? Out to kick is going to be number 32, Owen Purvis. Nooksack has had a ton of opportunities to take command of this game in the first half. Unable to convert about 5 or 6 fourth downs. Penalties, mistakes here in the second half has cost him that drive. It's a squib kick caught by number 1, Jackson Bennett. He's got some space. That's going to come back. Block in the back, penalty most likely. Jackson Bennett found a crease. The ball got up to the 35, but it's going to come back as there's a penalty at the 25-yard line. It's probably going to be a block in the back. Another mistake by the Pioneers. Fly just tried to fly into my mouth, so I had to try to spit it out. 3:18 left in the game.
Against the Pioneers.
Long way to go here, but the good thing is the Pioneer offense has done very well so far tonight at marching the ball. That hasn't been the problem. Converting has been the problem. Missed opportunities on fourth downs, a snap over the head, a sack, a penalty on the last drive, cost them in the red zone. What can Joey Brown dial up? Can he lead his Pioneers to victory here, trailing 14-7 with 3:18 left to go in the game? Corey Olney in motion. They're going to hand the ball up the middle to Colton Lentz. He's going to try to take it outside. He's got a block. He's got a room. Colton Lentz stays on his feet. Down the sideline. He's got blockers. Colton Lentz. He's taking it to the house. Oh, my gosh. Whoa. Colton Lentz takes it 85 yards. Take that, Dad. You might have run 80 yards on your first carry as a sophomore, but Colton just takes it 85 yards to the house. Holy shnikes. Are you kidding me? Kick is up, but of course the referees are going to blow it. Penalty on the kick. It's one of two things here, guys. It's movement on the offense or movement on the defense. Now they're going to go for two because it looks like the penalty is against Nooksack. This is a bold move, Cotton.
Penalty is offsides against the Thunder.
Offside against Mountain View. Okay, so that takes the ball down to the 1 yard line.
They'll move the ball to the 1 yard line.
Joey Brown up the middle. Oh! Oh my God! With 3 minutes left to go into the game, Nooksack Valley takes a 15-14 lead over Mountain View. Well, I hope you haven't blinked in the last 45 seconds. Unbelievable turn of events here. Mountain View scores. 3 plays later, Colton Lentz takes it 85 yards to the house. 2-point conversion by Joey Brown. And the Pioneers have a 1-point lead with 3 minutes left into the game. Jurgen Vigre is here to kick, the lefty. Here's the kick. It's a little bit short. Looks like Kamau has got the ball, and there's Jackson Bennett and Colby Martin with a stick. Nice play by the sophomore Colby Martin on special teams.
On that tackle, number 21, Colby Martin.
The momentum has swung again. It's now in favor of the Pioneers, who hold a 1-point lead with 2:54 left to go into the game. Can Mitch Johnson do it again for the Mountain View Thunder? 3 wide receivers. He's going to run a sweep off to the other side and got some space. He's down the sideline. Colton Lentz finally drives him out of bounds at the 45. Oh, I wouldn't go anywhere, folks. This is going to come down to the wire. Ball is marked at the Mountain View 46. Johnson was able to get out of bounds. It stops the clock with 2:46. And we got a player for Nooksack down. Looks like we got a cramp maybe over there. Is that what it looks like? Coach Bartle, Coach Lentz are over there. There's someone in purple on the ground. Can't quite see though. Adley Whitworth coming into the game. I don't know. Trying to go through all the players that I know are on defense for Nooksack and who would be on the ground. Only person I can think of is Corey Olney. No, I see Corey. Mountain View's taking a knee. Coach Lentz over there, Coach Bartle. The athletic trainer for Mountain View is also over there as well. That's Sky Wittern, number 5. Sky's been battling some back issues. Hopefully Sky's okay. .246 left to go in the game. Sky couldn't quite make it off the field as he collapsed. This guy's got to be in a lot of pain right there. He's one of the toughest dudes on the team as he's being carried off the field now by Coach Joel Duell-Sperrer and Britt Lentz. Sky scored the first touchdown of the game for the Pioneers as he took a run off the right side. It's got to be his back that's been bothering him all camp. All right, Mitch Johnson, 246. You're going to run it to Porter Drake up the middle. There's Damian Perez. There's Adley Whitworth. Good for about 4 yards.
Porter Drake, the ball carrier. He's stopped by number 45, Damian Perez.
That runs that keeps the clock running. We're coming up on 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. Johnson shotgun. He's going to hand off to Drake. They're going to run a reverse. There's Duke Hala-Apiapi, but number 7, J.J. Thompson, breaks his tackle. Finally gets brought down by Colton Lentz. And number 6, that's Evan Bravo. Lentz is slow to get up, but that's good for a first down. Takes the ball down to the 43-yard line.
It'll be first and 10 for the Thunder on the 43-yard line.
Referee saying he's got to come out of the game because he was holding his shoulder. Like, that doesn't matter. Into the game comes number 23, that's Cole Bauman. Coach Bartle's not too happy about that. Like, so what if a kid's holding his arm? He's able to keep going. Porter Drake next to Mitch Johnson. They're going to run the, no, they're going to throw it. Missed. Corey only on the coverage, but the ball was a little low. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for Mountain View. 1:52 left in the game. Colton Lentz back in. Dalton Hickey coming into the game on defense. In for Duke Hala-Apiapi as Mountain View comes up quick. They're going to run around the outside. That's Johnson, who weasels his way through. It's good for about 9 yards, 9 yards. Keeps the clock running, but it's going to be 2nd down. Ball's on the 35. We got another player that's slow to get up. That's Kean Coppinger again.
Kean Coppinger hard over the tackle.
Johnson, good for a first down. Nice tackle by Jackson Bennett. Takes the ball up to the 28-yard line. They're going to stop the clock as they move the chains. 1:21 left to go into the game. Got to be able to hold on here. Clock's running, minute 15. Got to be able to hold on if you're Nooksack. They're going to keep running this sweep until you stop it. There's Johnson again. Only good for about 2 to 3 yards as he's taken down on the 25-yard line.
In on that tackle, number 64, Brady Ackerman.
Brady Ackerman on the tackle. The referee stopped the clock. Mountain View timeout with 1:02 left in the game. If you're the Pioneer defense, you've got to get a stop here on 2nd and 7 and force them into a passing situation. Mountain View's probably going to run a sweep again. They've been hammering the sweep all second half. Mountain View's going to adjust the play. 1:02 left, ball in the 25. Can the Pioneer defense get a stop? They're going to throw the ball. He's got a man wide open. Complete to number 7. J.J. Thompson takes it down to the 12-yard line. 55 seconds left to go. Evan Bravo with the stop. Clock's now running. Not looking good for the Pioneers. Got to get a stop. Run right up the middle. There's big Dalton Hickey taking down Mitch Johnson for 1 yard at the most. Timeout. Mountain View, 39 seconds left in the game.
On that tackle, number 56, Dalton Hickey.
Update from Blaine. Linden extends their lead 24-7 in the fourth quarter with less than 5 minutes to go into the game. I'm running out of things to say with this game. This has been one hell of a football game. 39 seconds left in the game. Nooksack Valley up by 1. Mountain View is at 2nd and goal on the 7-yard line. Their offense has been able to move the ball pretty efficiently here in the fourth quarter. Looks like Nooksack might be getting a little tired. Super impressed with this Mountain View team and for the Pioneers. Great first game. What do you do if you're Mountain View with 39 seconds left? Changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Here comes Mitch Johnson. He's going to look to throw the ball. He's got a guy wide open and he overthrows. He missed number 5, Jacob Martin, as he was running a slant into the end zone and overthrew him. It's 3rd and 7, 35.4 seconds. Mitch Johnson, he's got a guy wide open. And he's going to get sacked. Dalton Hickey. John Stremler. 25 seconds and counting. Mountain View is out of timeout. What's Mountain View doing? The clock is running. They're under 10 seconds. They had one timeout left, so they call the timeout with 2.7 seconds left to kick a field goal. Oh my goodness. I'm going to sit down. Ooh. Holy crap, what a game. Was not expecting this for the first game of the season. Nooksack, I believe, has at least 2 timeouts left. Do you freeze the kicker? The ball is dead smack in the middle of the field for number 32, Owen Purvis. Can you become a legend? Stand up, Nooksack. Let's make some noise. They end up putting more time on the clock. They put 4 seconds back on the, 2 more seconds on the clock. There's 4 seconds left in the game. Mitch Johnson on the hold. Timeout, Nooksack.
Timeout, Pioneers.
Four seconds left. Ball is on the 10-yard line. That's going to make this a 27-yard field goal. 4 seconds left in the game. Owen Purvis is the kicker. Mitch Johnson is the holder. Looks like Aiden Nicholson is for the kick. Aiden Nicholson on the snap, I mean. Another timeout by Nooksack. Does Nooksack have a kick block in their future? Can Owen Purvis, the sophomore, come through in the clutch and kick a game-winning field goal? Here we go. I think Nooksack's out of timeouts. I'm going to let the fans in the stadium do all the talking. No good! No good! He missed the kick! The field goal to win it, but the referees are saying no, he missed it, and they are walking off the field. That's going to be the game, and holy crap, Nooksack Valley holds on to win 15-14. Unbelievable. As both coaches get a big hug. Nooksack Valley has just upset Mountain View 15-14 on a controversial ending. Holy cow!
Please drive safely on your way home and have a good night.
That's going to be it. I'm completely speechless. Like, I don't even really know what to say right about now. My heart aches for Mountain View. Guys, what you had one hell of a game. You're going to have one hell of a season. Thank you so much for coming up here. It looked like the kick was good from where we are, but the referees underneath the uprights said it was no good. Purvis misses the game-winning kick. It is 15-14, and the Nooksack Valley Pioneers had just started the season with a massive upset win over the number 9 team in 3A, the Mountain View Thunder, and they are celebrating here in Everson. Don't forget, everybody, next week we are broadcasting on Saturday at 1 o'clock as we will be coming to you live from Connell, Washington. Good night, everybody.